I'm surprised it took this long to happen. A bomb threat in Springfield, Ohio, this morning. That's according to the city commission office there, which is like the mayor's office. And the cops responded, of course. The threat was sent, according to Associated Press, the threat was sent via email. And according to the mayor's office, quote, to multiple agencies and media outlets, end quote. So the Trump filth strikes again. These fucking racist pigs. I mean, as soon as somebody has any reason, real or imagined, and this shit's imaginary, thanks to J.D. Hillbilly Vance and to the orange bastard Donald Trump. But as soon as there's something that these racist pig fuckers can, hook their racism on, they go for it, don't they? They go for it just like ravenous dogs being tossed. I'm talking about wild dogs in the African veldt. I'm not talking about your puppy. Wild dogs who are tossed a chunk of raw meat. Antelope, please. That's what happens to these Christian red hat wearing assholes. As soon as they hear something, oh, let's go get them. Anyway, the mayor's office said this, quote, our primary concern is the safety and well-being of our employees and residents. We are working to address this situation as swiftly as possible. We ask the community to avoid the area surrounding City Hall vicinity while the investigation is ongoing and to report any suspicious activity to the Springfield Police Division, end quote. Now, in the meantime, of course, Trump, this filthy, rotten son of a bitch, keeps pushing that bullshit that Haitian migrants in Springfield are stealing and eating pets. It's been said many times. I said it just last week. This filthy bastard has no bottom to his depravity and his filth and his broken brain. There's just no bottom to it. And it used to be every day. Now it's about every week because he's getting hideously senile. But just about every week there is some new example of his willingness to sink even deeper into the shit and the slime. This is Donald Trump, who wants to be our president. Now, the threat that there's going to be bombs go off in Springfield, Ohio, that came after all this bullshit spread online, claiming that Haitian migrants were abducting people's pets in Springfield and eating them. And then, of course, this stuff should have been allowed to die a normal bullshit death, like stuff like this should. But, oh no, J.D. Vance, this filthy jerkwad, and Donald Trump, they seized on it because the goal of these two Christian, and I hate to use the term Christian for Trump, he's just such an amoral nothing. But J.D. Vance, who made a conversion to Catholicism, is just the lowest of the low. Because if he went through the necessary conversion to Catholicism, then he had to study quite a bit out of the Christian Bible, 99.9% of which is just utter horseshit. I have 0.1% I'm going to share with you in a moment that is not horseshit. What? Malloy quoting out of the Bible? Well, yeah, of course. I've said before, it's the religion I hate. Some of the writings in various religions are, fairly, what's the word? Recommendable. Anyway, so the orange bastard and his dog, J.D. Vance, as soon as this story hit the wires, oh boy, did they run with it. On Tuesday night's presidential debate, you remember when Trump, with this look of, I don't know how to describe the look on his face. It was somewhere between demonic and a 4-year-old who is involved in pulling the wings off of a moth or something. That's all I could come up with. But he said, quote, in Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people came in and they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there, end quote. I mean, President of the United States, with the nuclear codes, this insane fucker? Now, of course, the city of Springfield told ABC News specifically, because before the debate, David Muir checked this out with the city, and the city of Springfield said it's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. And the city spokesman told ABC, quote, additionally, there have been no verified instances of immigrants engaging in illegal activities, such as squatting or littering in front of residents' homes. And what? And the statement went on, quote, furthermore, no reports have been made regarding members of the immigrant community deliberately disrupting traffic, end quote. You see the hideous goddamn racism here that is at the very core of this filthy son of a bitch Trump. You know, where you have a heart, where I have a heart, speaking metaphorically now, of course, inside our hearts beats compassion when we can get to it, beats understanding, beats good stuff in addition to the blood, right? But Trump doesn't have a heart. In that space inside Trump's chest where there should be a heart, there is an empty bag that has contained hatred and lies and distortions and bugs and bats. And the bag is empty now because this rancid son of a bitch let everything out. Nothing Trump says is new. Now, J.D. Vance comes up with they're eating dogs and cats, and then Trump will grab on it. But Trump has emptied this bag of filth that he has carried around inside of him all of his life. Oh, my God. Now, the truth is, the city of Springfield estimates there are around 12,000 immigrants living in the county. And these migrants from Haiti have been drawn to this part of Ohio, and Springfield in particular, because of the low cost of living and work opportunities. Let me repeat the last part. Work opportunities. And I saw an interview with some bearded, crazy white fucker the other day, yesterday, as a matter of fact, interviewed by Yamiche. I can't pronounce her last name. She's a correspondent for ABC News. You've seen her before. And she was sitting on the front porch talking to this white guy with a huge beard and huge flyaway hair and kind of a demonic look in his eyes, and his knees or his feet were just tapping like crazy. He was sitting in a chair and his legs were just going, which is very distracting. I don't know why they had that on camera. But he said that these black folk, you know, were drawn to the area not because of work opportunities, but because they're taking all the benefits. They're getting all the social services. No, they're not, you ignorant fucker. No, they're not. But according to the city, the reason these migrants are there is because there's work, and they're working, and they're contributing to the tax base, and they're revitalizing the downtown section of Springfield. And they're just making life for those people who want to experience it more interesting, more flavorful, more colorful. Yeah, I mean colorful, you're goddamn right. More fun, more exciting. But to these white, little scared rabbit Christian devil MAGA hat wearing freaks, oh, look, there's some more black people. Oh my God, run, run, run. Jesus Christ. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. You know, the Progressive Voices Network brings you commercial-free commentary from today's leading progressive radio hosts and pundits, like me, Mike Malloy, 24 hours a day. I'm not your typical old guy from the 80s or the 90s talk radio host, and Progressive Voices is not your typical talk radio network. It's a listener-supported nonprofit with no corporate control whatsoever over our broadcast. So hosts like me, Mike Malloy, are free to rant and scream and carry on about whatever we like. We're often controversial, but we're never boring. Weeknights, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West on the Progressive Voices Network. Always progressive, always on. I'm Mike Malloy. Keep it lit.